Are you tired of getting those ideas in the shower where you thought, oh, this would be the most amazing idea, but you don't do anything on it, and you find out later that somebody actually built that and turned it into a big business? Well, that ends now. The Dream Builder games have begun. So this all started back in the Dream Builder games really started back in 1998. Anita had $1,000. She had a dream to go help some children. She went to this third world country and she found a place that was devastated by a flood and got these kids back into high school. And so these kids had no money to get back in school, so she helped support them. After several years of supporting them, she was able to get them all the way through high school and said, you know what? I'd love to see you all try to see if you can apply to get to university. All 70 applied. And at the time, we are hoping that maybe one out of 70 would get accepted because 1% of students who applied to university from high school got accepted. Turns out all 70 got accepted, all went on to graduate, all went on to do amazing things, but now actually four of them didn't do too well. One became a lawyer, one became a research scientist, one became a nurse, and one became a journalist. They all went on to grow their families, bring kids into their homes, and rescuing kids. Now that group that has grown into over 1,000 kids. And this is the official curriculum of Rescue Kids International. So building what? Well, you can build a business. Everybody knows how you can build a business. Could be a not-for-profit with a great mission behind it and purpose that the earth needs, the world needs. But really, you're just dreaming with God. It could be anything. It's really limited by what we can imagine. And here are some people say, I don't have any dreams. I don't have any. Well, that's fine. We've got plenty of past projects. If you want to take these to the next level, come on. We need help with these as well. So this is simple. It's super simple, but it's not easy. So the first thing you need to know is you need to hear the voice of God. We can show people how to hear the voice of God. Then have a chance to focus. Turns out focus is really hard. We are so distracted today. And we got their phones, we've got all these things. And also, we're more divided than ever. Not divided in what you might think, but divided. We're not with a team. We're trying to get in these dreams from God and go off on our own. We need to build a team. With a team, you can go by yourself and go this far, but with a team, you can go so much further. And answer the big question. What is the big question? The big question is how to make the world a better place and help those who cannot help themselves. So start simple. Start with a small group. You don't need a massive group. Start with a small group. Find out the dreams inside that group and get the gold out of that group. Because I tell you what, a lot of people have been sitting on the sidelines, not doing anything because they didn't think there was anywhere they could contribute. And they've been hiding their worth from the rest of us. This is also a place where you can just build a small community, slow and simple. So Friday night starts a 48-hour party that literally will change the world. Start off by hearing the voice of God, 60-second pitch of what you've heard, everybody voting on the teams they like, and then joining a team. And then for the next 48 hours, you go out and test and build your dreams. Then Sunday night, the party continues with a big presentation where everybody pitches like you would on Shark Tank. So that's not the end. Next level is teams will actually continue to grow their dreams over time, and you want to give them a chance to show off. Like our friend Cole, he worked for years on an album, played guitar, wrote music, kept going. And after we saw this guy has really built some things out, we wanted to show off, let him show off. Had a big party. We said, bring money, bring your resources. We want to see Cole produce an album. And we invited the whole community, had a big party, and celebrated Cole. One of the most exciting events of my life. And awards, what we celebrate, we will get more of. And I've found that people are afraid of making mistakes. But mistakes are where the big gains come. If you don't make mistakes, you're dead. We want to give people a place that you can make tremendous mistakes with tremendous awards. And then also make this a place where you're rewarding those who serve. Because what we discovered is this is actually a leadership incubator. And there's people out there that would love to coach, that would love to come along these teams and coach them, but there's no place for them in the groups they're in. Building long-term relationships. They don't need to go to far-off countries and be a missionary somewhere. Right here, right now, where they're at right now, they can build relationships and coach. Also within the teams, people are looking for places to become leaders. These teams create places for people to lead, servant leaders. And then the gamification of it is amazing because this friendly competition, just like any sporting event, and then there's cooperation between the teams that brings life to everybody. I can't do this alone. We need your help. And one of the areas is logistics. We need people who are great at logistics and behind the scenes or just making things happen who can support what's happening. Some people are like me. They want to just be overall big picture, but we need people with good logistics as well. Also, we need coaches and teachers, people who have a life experience who maybe they're retired, whatever, but they need a place to, we'd love to invite them in to pitch or not pitch, give their resources as well as far as history of experience. Then we need sponsors, people who can financially support the event, but also investors. Now, investors, there's two types of groups we need. One is people who say, I want a return on my investment. Maybe some of these dreams will turn into businesses. But then there's another group. Some of these dreams are going to turn into mission that has to take place. We need these things on earth, and they want to support the mission. So I'm JR, and the Dream Builder Games begin now. And I invite you, how will you help make the world a better place and help those who cannot help themselves? Thank you.